motherfucker! So last night at approximately 9:15, one of my clients got in touch with me. They said, yo, boss man, think I'm getting fucking catfished. I'm like, say less, let's have a look into this. 4.5 hours later, after much investigation, we realised absolutely she was being catfished. After 6.5 hours, we realised it wasn't just her being catfished either. There was a small group of people being catfished by the same camel. We managed to find some of the pictures that Joey being the male persona of this fucking psychotic knob, female knob, pretending to be Joey, had been sending my client on the female knob's brother's Instagram page. Not very subtle, buttercup. Joey, the man, the myth, the literal fucking legend, also supposedly had a child called Theo. Theo does exist, but he's actually the real guy in the picture's nephew, absolutely no association to Joey, who once again, I will reiterate, is not real. And the girl behind the account that we're going to call Helen, for legal purposes, because she's about to be royally HMP'd, pretended to be the child Theo's biological mother, even going as far as to get in touch with my client and have a go at her for home-wrecking her family with Joey, who is also her, making her Joey's ex-partner, neither of whom have custody of this mythical child because of mythical domestic violence, and even went as far as to get another phone to text one of the girls that are being catfished, pretending to be the fucking child. Shit's whack, but it gets worse, stay there. Ramping it up a further 10 notches, Helen then got another phone and created another alias, Rob. The uncle of Joey, who sometimes has custody of Theo, is an old withering man who informed my client that Joey had fucking died. That's right, everybody, Joey fucking died. Hence my client surmising she might be being catfished. Because after having his brother die in a car crash, mother died 6 months ago, Hodgkin's lymphoma, Joey finally perished through an overdose. No, I'm not done, there's actually more. My client then creates a group chat with other girls that have been scammed by Joey. One of the girls confirms she's actually been his girlfriend for 5 years. That the girl Helen, who is pretending to be Joey's ex-partner, who they no longer have custody of the kid off because she has to live with Rob, who is just another alter ego of Helen, please keep up, has in fact been to her real life property and stalked her on the daily. Parking outside her workplace, parking outside her home, even going as far as to try and create a friendship with her. And I know what you're thinking, Sarah, how could it get worse? Trust me, motherfucker, it's getting worse. When the other girl being catfished, that we're going to call Ellie, finally said to Helen, I don't want to be your friend, I think you're tapped. I'm paraphrasing. Helen went on to absolutely beg her and then verbally attack her. The psych ward couldn't even handle this right now. Somebody please get this bitch a 136. I'm not done. So then, early hours of this morning, we finally locate the real Joey, who is not called Joey, and has a real girlfriend who does not know Helen, but real Joey does. Real Joey has a picture with Helen from years ago. So we say to real life Joey, how do you know Helen? I think she was buddied up with my ex-girlfriend years ago. It's still getting worse, stay there. So now my client, speaking to the real Joey and his real girlfriend, says, hey, did you ever send him any explicit pictures of you tugging the rug? Real girlfriend's like, what the actual fuck, real Joey? Real Joey's like, absolutely fucking not, what are you talking about, Sarah's client? Sarah's client's like, well, I received pretty explicit videos of you. It gets worse, stay there. They then realised that this video was from fucking years ago, that it must have actually been saved on Helen's phone for fucking years, and it's a video that was actually taken on Joey's old Snapchat that got hacked years ago. It gets worse. So fake Joey had been sending explicit videos of real Joey to people pretending to be real Joey. Meanwhile, real Joey is in a relationship with real Joey's girlfriend. Fake Joey is sending explicit videos of real Joey to people who do not know that fake Joey is not real Joey and think they're getting nudes off their boyfriend. Naturally then, these women are reciprocating. So fake Joey is now collating an album of people's minges that do not know they're not speaking to somebody called Joey, but they are in fact speaking to someone called Helen. I know, Lucy, it's awful. So real Joey's like, I'm obviously gonna have to go to the police. Real Joey's girlfriend's like, yeah, we're gonna have to go to the police. So my client calls up Helen and says, we're gonna go to the police. She says, it wasn't me. What the fuck is going on? And then she's gonna tell us the whole fucking truth, but that she really needs us to be understanding. She needs to find the right moment to do it. It still gets worse. One of the girls talking to fake Joey then recalls him driving a certain car up and down the fucking road by hers. And then real Joey's girlfriend says, oh shit, there was one of those cars taken out in his name. I must interject here. Helen did actually admit to driving her car up and down the road where these people live, but not to driving the other car that was taken out in his name. So she's only doing one kind of stalking. Leave her alone. Oh, you think it's as bad as it can get? No, no. My client then shares the pictures that fake Joey has sent to her to real Joey of his family. And she has legitimately AI'd a local school uniform onto real Joey's nephew to pretend that it's fake Joey's kid that only lives round the corner. And that's honestly without me telling you how fake Joey / Helen followed my client all the way to Mallorca. If you'd like part 2, let me know, and I'll be back later with the rest of the goss. There goes Phil. Bye.